this one. They concluded Pakistan was swapping Khan's centrifuge designs for North Korean missile technology.
You would think that having caught the Pakistanis this red-handed, that the U.S. would raise a giant uproar. But remember the timing.
It was soon after 9/11, and in the fight against terrorism, President Bush called Pakistan's military ruler a stand-up guy.
There was clearly a decision made within the Bush administration that you could not embarrass the Pakistanis about their nuclear program and hope to get their help on terrorism. And so, at one point after another, they have covered for the Pakistanis.
Which left Khan free to make another sale. To Libya. When Libya's leader, Colonel Muammar Gaddafi, wanted nuclear weapons, he knew just where to turn. For $100 million, Khan helped Libya start up a major nuclear weapon facility. Saif Gaddafi is the Libyan leader's eldest son and probable successor. And these days he's trying to paint a new, friendlier image of Libya, playing a key role in his country's international diplomacy. Touring the world with his own artwork, the younger Gaddafi had a hard time selling his paintings.
He will buy this one.
But his father had better luck buying nuclear secrets from Khan.
To complete our nuclear program, it's a long process, and it takes time, years. And therefore it's not just cooking a cake. It takes time and, efforts.
But Khan delivered the cake and the icing. From around the world, the Khan network shipped almost everything Libya needed to enrich yellow cake uranium into nuclear fuel. But he also threw in something a little extra. Hundreds of pages of a bomb design based on weapon plans he got from the Chinese.
The Chinese bomb design that he had obtained in the mid-'80s became the last critical element of his sales package. You buy the car, we give you a toaster. You buy the centrifuges, we give you the Chinese bomb design.
The Libyans got a simple how-to guide to build the bomb.
It's very simple. It's a draft how to manufacture a nuclear bomb.
Were you surprised how much you were able to get?
No.
But there was a surprise for the Libyans, and for Khan. By now, American and British intelligence services had infiltrated deep inside Khan's proliferation network.
We had a fairly good picture of who the customers were. I can't get into sources and methods or any of the operational techniques, but I can say that the network was thoroughly penetrated.
So penetrated that when a ship called the BBC China left Dubai in October 2003, authorities boarded it and knew exactly what crates to open, seizing centrifuge parts the Khan network had shipped to Tripoli. The embarrassing discovery forced Gaddafi to come clean and renounce his nuclear ambitions. That was the good news.
The bad news is the Libyans had been at this for some time, apparently undetected. And it raises the question of what other shipments we have missed from the Khan network. That means that somewhere floating out in the world are the components for weapons seeking a home.
By early 2004, A.Q. Khan was running out of time. The Libyan seizure had exposed his global black market. Pakistan's military ruler, Pervez Musharraf, faced tremendous pressure from the United States to shut him down. Musharraf says he felt betrayed by his hero.
Yes, I told him that on his face when I met him, that you, having been such a great man, where the nation is carrying you on their heads, you are a hero, you are in the skies, and you have damaged the country so much. He cried. He had tears in his eyes.
It is with the deepest sense of sorrow, anguish and regret.
Musharraf forced Khan to apologize on national television, not in Urdu, the national language, but in English, to convince an international audience he had acted alone.
I also wish to clarify that there was never ever any kind of authorization for these activities by the government.
In Washington, President Bush hailed Khan's fall from grace as a victory.
The AQ Khan network has been brought to justice. The United States has exposed and disrupted a major black market operation in nuclear technology led by AQ Khan.
But had the Khan network really been fully exposed and disrupted? After all, Khan built the nuclear bomb for Pakistan's military, yet General Musharraf, the chief of the army, insisted he had no idea about Khan's proliferation scheme.
Nobody in Pakistan knew, except him, his organization, and all scientific organizations were totally autonomous. Autonomous financially, autonomous in development, autonomous in security.
I do not buy this theory that Khan did everything on his own, but maybe it suits Mr. Musharraf to say Khan did everything on his own.
Benazir Bhutto has serious doubts about the Khan affair.
How could Khan get planes to bring things back and forth? How could Khan leave the country? He couldn't even leave the country. He had to ask for permission. Of course, he could hide it by saying, I'm going on a religious pilgrimage, for example, and you'd get the permission. But how many religious pilgrimages could he make to a country like North Korea? So you see, it doesn't add up.
Musharraf was not going to let Khan tell his side of the story. The day after Khan's apology to the country, a distinctly uncomfortable-looking Musharraf joined him on national television to grant Khan a complete pardon. Khan was put under a loose kind of house arrest, no jail time, no punishment for his illegal nuclear trafficking, and especially no pesky questions from outsiders. Pakistan barred the Americans from any contact with Khan, a restriction that, at least publicly, the Bush administration says it is quite happy to accept.
I'm pretty confident that when it comes to the principal goal here, which was to put the Khan network out of business, we have very good cooperation with Pakistan on this matter.
Dig half an inch beneath the surface, turn the cameras off, and American officials fume. They are furious. Here is the world's leading nuclear renegade, and yet we have not had direct access to the leader of this group.
Which leaves unanswered a lot of questions about what exactly went on behind the scenes at Khan's laboratories. Like this meeting in May 1999. It was just a year after Khan had successfully exploded his bomb, and he received the only foreign dignitary known to have visited his top-secret nuclear facility, Prince Sultan bin Abdulaziz Al Saud, at the time the Saudi Arabian defense minister. Today, he is the Saudi crown prince and next in line to be king. His country remains Pakistan's closest political and financial ally. Saudi Arabia built the world's largest mosque in Islamabad and funneled millions in oil subsidies to Pakistan while it amassed its nuclear arsenal.
Saudi Arabia has always been key in the Pakistan